controller. So I don't know if you're familiar with these controllers or not. Not so
No,
much.
they're just brand new.
Not at all, yeah.
So for now, they're just a standalone. I mean, later you can outwork them if you wanted. If you have something you're going to put them on, so you can see what's going on. But for now, it's real simple. It's just all right here. System just consists of, you've got an outside air temperature sensor, and then you've got the steam valve. So what it's going to do is when the temperature drops below your set point outside, your steam valve opens, and then when the temperature increases above your set point by a deadband, it'll basically close your valve. So for now, that's it. On the controller, so it's kind of tight over here, but you're able to actually get into it, and you can override it. You can change the set point just on the face of the controller. So there's like the point list, but that's a bigger list. So over here, there's the star, which is favorites. And basically under the star, I just put a little steam control folder, and it just shows you what I just talked about. So you've got set point, deadband, outside air temp, and steam valve. So if you want to change your set point, you turn the knob, push the knob, and then you pick scroll. It's kind of hard to see in here where you pick the scroll, but you can see it kind of jump a little bit. You can pick the scroll, and then by turning the knob, you can see the value will change. And then when you're done, push the button, you get to scroll again. It actually jumps to the OK. You just say OK. So currently the valve's open. You've got 69 degrees outside. This 2-degree deadband, so what it'll do, again, is the temperature drops below 68, valve opens, 2 degrees above set points, which would be 70, valve closes.
You can change those values, right? You
Yep,
can,
just like this.
even the deadband.
So, exactly, same way. If I roll this down to 66.9, say OK, our valve closes because we're 2 degrees above set point.
Where is the outside sensor located right now?
Well, they're
Same location
basically in
where
the
it was?
same location. So we ran it.
So this one's under the building right here?
Yeah.
Do we got a new sensor, or we
You have new sensors.
Okay. Is that the same 1,000 ohm sensor as a big
These are 10K Type 2s.
10K? Or
Yeah, so that's what works best with these controllers. They'll take multiple inputs, but normally the standard would be the 10K2. So, I mean, if for whatever reason you want to do something with the valve, you have an option. The options are kind of fixed when you do it from the screen, but I can say override the valve, open, and do it local, and then you'll see it'll change purple,
okay.
telling you that it's been overridden.
Okay.
So if you just wanted to open the valve or permanently close the valve, you can override it there. There's no timeout on it, so it'll stay as long as you leave it. So when you're done with your override, come back in auto.
Well, back to normal operation.
Correct.
So we normally hit the switch down in the summer mode, you know. So if we kill this power, is it we're gonna lose anything? Is the
If you
program
kill
stays?
power, the program stays. It's in
Stays.
flash. There's
any
no battery.
There's a battery backup? No.
There's no battery. It's flash, so it's an EEPROM.
Okay.
So it's not the program or something?
You cannot lose the program. It's in an EEPROM. Well, you could if something happened with the controller, but yeah, it's in non-volatile memory. It's not.
So all these existing fuse and transformers are all hooked up still, right?
Correct.
That's still our power source.
Yep.
Okay.
You lose power, is it the valve, anything happen to the valve, or just holds?
So the valve is fail closed. So your
Fail
valve
closed?
will be closed.
Okay.
It's a spring. You could hear the spring on it.
it's a spring return. Yeah.
Okay. Is that's pretty normal, Manny?
Yeah, that's supposed to be a normal. That's a normally closed valve in any steam is normally closed valve. So when power goes out, it stays closed.
That's correct.
You know,
It will close. It's got the spring in it.
So this is what 10. This is a VDC. This is AC 24 volts.
So this is 24 AC.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, you can see we had to put a relay in. The outputs on this style controller are just 12 volt DC. They're meant for a control. It's a UO, so it's actually analog or digital, but, so we do have an interposing relay. However,
Are these controllers very reliable, or
yeah,
if something goes wrong with it, where do we buy those?
No, I thought it was a Therma Unlimited warranty.
Oh, we
well,
got
I mean,
unlimited
well,
warranty.
you
No,
do,
no,
you
like
do have
it.
warranty from us, and we'll replace it if something goes bad. I mean, so if it goes bad, we're a distributor. I mean, honestly,
Okay.
there's 3 distributors in San Jose area, as well as your guys' FISO group
Yeah.
is actually set up as a distributor as well, and they can buy direct.
If something goes wrong in the system, we can just, when the dead of the winter, we can manual this and just get, just
Yes,
let the valve open
yes,
while we're waiting for the parts or order. Yeah.
that's
it.
correct.
Just, it's still gonna respond to it though?
Well, I mean,
Depending what went wrong.
it all depends on what goes wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got the bypass valve, right?
Yeah.
I got the bypass feature, so.
So yeah, if something
Okay.
electrically goes wrong and something goes wrong with the outside air temp sensor, well then yeah, you can just open it
Yeah.
and change the sensor or whatever. So that's kind of it. In a nutshell.
You want to run through it, Manny? Practice on it while you
Yeah, you guys
are
want
here?
to
Just get in there.
see if you can get it. It's not hard. It does.
So let's go back to the picture, so exit. So that's star mode, right?
So star is the favorites, and if you look in the bottom left, it kind of tells you what you're scrolling over. So the first choice you'll have is it made you do a folder. So right now you've picked the eyes, so this is information. So this is a different one than what I showed you, so exit.
Exit again.
And then you pick the little gear, I think.
Oh, the gear, the setting?
You want the star.
I want the star.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
Okay, so it's still control.
So you roll down,
Roll down.
select it. Yeah, I had to put a folder in the favorites.
Okay, so that's set point. Okay, so you click scroll, add it. So scroll.
One channel, something.
Scroll. Well, added it, right? Is it added?
Well, scroll is what you want.
Scroll.
One channel, yeah.
And then okay. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
All right.
increase.
So you want to put it to 60. If I put it to 60, it's open right now, right? How do I know it's open right now?
It's closed right now.
It's closed?
Right?
Well, if you look at the valve position, so it'll say steam valve is one of the lines, and it tells you open or close on
Okay,
there.
it's open because I put the 70. All right. So that band is 2 degrees, so we're probably not changing that at all. Yeah, let's go back. 68.
The 2 degrees is the differential or the dead point or whatever.
All right, you guys want to try?
I got it.
The relay is for what now?
Well, the output from this particular controller, you only have a 12 volt option, so I can't drive a valve. The valve's 24 AC, so I had to put an interposing relay.
Great. Very nice.
All right. So did we pick the wrong controller or the wrong valve, or that's just was our option? What was
That's your option. So, I mean, we wanted a controller with the display.
Yeah.
Actually, this controller has quite a bit more power than,
And that was the only
but that's
option.
where you go down to get your display. And, I mean, it's kind of standard. There's some different options, but, I mean, you have the option on this, so it's got, what, 8 out and 10 in. I mean, and they're universal outs, universal in, so they could be analog 0 to 10, or they could be digital, but with the digital, because it can be 0 to 10 as well, they only do up to 12 volt. It's an output meant as a control signal, not to drive anything. It doesn't have any current behind it. Just do the electronics, and that's the way universal outputs work. However, Relay's not a bad thing.
So then like, Manny, for here, because that's BACnet,
Yeah. For the future.
we could just put a little hub and connect right into your, right here. I didn't know if the drop is like right
Yeah,
here
yeah.
for the skid.
Yeah.
Now, there's
Right.
different BACnets, so I believe these are BACnet TCPs, right, it's Ethernet BACnet.
Yeah, that's what we need, yeah.
This is RS-45 BACnet.
Ooh, that's not good.
These little controllers, you don't have